Hi guys, I hope everyone's well. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Today we're doing a Train Sim World video on the Tees Valley route. I'm going to be covering a short stint on the Class 08, which is available with the route. In other videos, Mark has been covering the Class 37 and the Class 101 units, so please do take a look at those as well to make you decide whether this route is for you or not. I've had a little play about with this route so far. I've not had a proper full-on play about with it yet. That will be for my stream later on for my first full-on look. I have actually, this is my second attempt at recording this video, I'm not going to lie. The first one didn't go to plan. I did half a recording, crashed, went into the wrong siding, it all went to pot. I managed to sort of recuperate it and continue running the scenario. After saving from a checkpoint, loading from a saved checkpoint, and forgot to click record. So virtually, I spent half an hour doing it for nothing. So we're gonna actually try and do it this time around without any farces or issues. So here is our class 08. We've got 08834 in the BRBLU. This is the Thornby crested livery as well. Which for me, I think it looks absolutely spot on, fantastic, nice work all around, and even the logo as well, not pixelated or anything like that. It's very good quality. The sounds have had a overhaul from the West Somerset Railway version, and various other bits and pieces. I like the weathering on this as well, actually, I've got to say. Oh, just leave that for a minute. But yeah, we're going to get straight into this and take it for a little spin and just see what's what, really. So I'm just going to shut the door, get into the seat. Right, so we're going to pop our reverser straight into this and we're going to release our train brakes. I'm going to also pop on my instrument lights on before we get going with marker lights. Note to self as well before doing this, you need to make sure your points are set, because actually on this service they actually fully weren't set for me, which is where I had some issues last night recording. But the first part I know is set. We are safe. We'll get some power into this. I do like the sound of that, I like the grunt on it. There's one thing for me, I'm not too sure whether the route's right or not in terms of scenery. I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit bare looking. I think the yards could be a little bit more populated than what they are. To say for the size of this area, I would expect these sidings to be virtually full and full of locos and bits and pieces. But then again, we've not got the full library of content yet to play with, have we? So maybe one day down the line we can actually fulfill that and replicate it as it once was back in its heyday. I'm not going to knock it just for that though, as I know the game's still in its early days. Turn that Shift and F2 or CTRL F2 off to get the blur off the wheels and bits and pieces. I don't know why it does that. You should just turn it off in the settings. Maybe you can, I've not looked into it, but pop the brakes on now because we don't have an accident. So I'm going to go pick up these BBA wagons. Got some sorry, is it HEAs, sorry, on our right there. Those are the ones that Mark covered with 37 video. So we're going to be focused on with these steel van wagon things. Right, I'm just going to go and couple up to the wagons. I like these little tail lamps as well. I don't know if you can pop one on the back of your train or not, actually. I'm just going to double check that. Because there's... oh, I thought we glitched then. There we go, let's get out of there. I'm not sure you can put a lamp on the back or not by clicking it. I'm just going to double check that. These look nice as well. I'll have a look at them in a second on the way back. There's a couple of different variants of loads on these as well. No, you can't click it on. It's a shame. Yeah, so these are the slabs of steel. I'm not sure if these are ingots, they call them. I like the detail on these wagons as well, where they put the chalked and penciled in, like when it's been works due or whatever what they've done. You can play about with the handbrakes there as well. It's cool. You can lock the brakes in when you're doing moves or whatever. That'd be quite a good thing, that maybe for when multiplayer maybe eventually does turn up and oh wow, you can stand on the steps. Excellent. So yeah, if a multiplayer ever does come in, looks to me like it's been built with multiplayer in mind. You're here and you're helping the driver by like putting the handbrakes on and like doing your works and getting your trains formed up. But I like that. That's a nice little touch. So hopefully that's been done in mind. I mean, you can stand on the ladder of the O8 as well, which I like. That's quite cool. Right, I'm just gonna get back in here. When we've got a bit of a load on, you need to give it a moment with the amps. Don't go straight into full pelt because it doesn't want to go. It'll give you a little warning. See, hang on, let's do that. See around where my mouse is, that'll come up and give you a warning that you're overloading it. You just got to sort of get it going before you put some in. Once you've got it moving though, you can actually go and get quite a bit of power on. I'm just going to double check my route on this one. Should be set coming out of here anyway, at least. Yeah, that is set. I do like them sounds. I like the sounds on the wagons as well. The screeching and the clattering around really sound like they're working. I've noticed this as well. There's a crossing around here somewhere. So I'm gonna have a look at this. That to me is a little lazy. That'd trigger me. That, you know, it's triggering me already because I can see that just doesn't look right at all. I mean, that looks like it's just been ignored and released anyway. Maybe we'll see a fix for that. Maybe if DTG do come to look at the videos on YouTube and see bits and pieces, maybe they can take note with that and apply a fix just to tidy it up a little bit. So I'm going to stop at this little marker down in this siding. Should just be about right, that. Bob on. So we're just going to pop it back into forward. We now need to go and couple up to another set. Now this is where I went wrong last night. So, on our way out of here, the route will be set. we are going to be picking up these wagons here. So I'm just going to switch these points, just make sure we are heading into the right place, which this is all set because we have actually just done most of that route. So we're going to release the brakes again like so. Just power up slightly just to build the amps up. Put the instrument panel over this way as well, just drag that across like that. Just put a few more in there on the power, there we go, we gets going there. Otherwise we'll just overload the engine. Put a bit more power on there, now that we are safe with the amps. And this will be fantastic with your little shunter mate hanging on the side of the wagon, just ready to go and couple or sort the handbrakes out. It'd be brilliant if we can ever see that one day. Someone sitting in the control tower there, setting the routes up for you. Just speeding a little bit there, take the speed off. I do like the detail on these wagons. There is a different version of loading at the other end of that yard there. We'll take a look at them as well when we travel back down in a bit. You can see the 37's just on its way in as well now. A pair of /5s there with a rake of HEA wagons. I'm just going to lower the brakes on this now and start slowing down. I've actually not even seen any more of the route than this yard yet. I've not ventured away yet because I don't want to spoil for me until I see the stream. Obviously, this video will be uploaded after my first proper look on a stream. But at the current stage, I've not been anywhere further than this yard, so I don't really know what properly to see yet, apart from what I've seen on bits of videos. But until then, I've not had the full experience yet. So I am looking forward to getting out there later on. Right, so we're just gonna do this right. I think there's a slight bug when you do that. I mean, I did that at some speed last night and it did it then, and even if you do it at low speed it seems to glitch. But when you couple up the wagons it sorts itself out. As you can see, you can hear it now. You couple itself up and it stops. It's a bit weird. Obviously an issue in the sound system in the game there. I'm going to grab a quick screenshot of this. For the video. So, there we go. We're going to go and take these down there now. Right, so I'm going to put it back into reverse. I'm just going to double check that our route is present and correct. I mean, coming out of here is going to be right, as far as I can see, because we're going to go the same route back out. And the route is actually set for us down there. So I'm going to release the brakes once again. And just build them amps up, just to get it going. There we go. Something I've spotted as well, I like this track with these clips that they've put on there. I'm not sure if this is new to Train Sim World yet. I'm not sure if I've seen this in previous routes. Possibly might have seen it actually with the West Somerset Railway, but I do like that. And the detail in the track ballast as well. And the fish plates as well. Very nice. You can actually see the joints in the tracks. I mean, find another set of... there you go. You can see the actual joints in the track. There's actually a gap. It's not just a textured little, like looks like a gap. It actually is a gap. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can switch it to parallel and series. Cool. I always like to find little bits and pieces you can do with these. How many clickables that you have in each loco. As from what I've seen, the 37's got quite a few clickables as well, which we'll be able to look at later on tonight. I like that. I didn't know you could do that. That's nice of you. I can do these. I do like that where you're actually looking over the whole thing. I mean, you can actually not drive it, but I thought you could actually control it. That's quite cool. You can move the instrument panel on. I don't know if there's anything else you can do. It's hidden. Not too sure. No doubt I'll find something at some point. Or you can use the door. We're back into the same siding once again. Now the trick is to get it in the right place and stop at the right location. Just arriving up to this now. I'm going to stop in the green zone, hopefully. Takes a little bit to get the brake on as well. Just keep your hand on the or the finger on the button for a moment before it takes effect, which I like. I like that it has a real sense of heaviness about it as well. It takes a bit for it to get going as well. You can feel the weight behind these trains. I'm just going to uncouple these. There we go. That's the other load as well. The coils. I mean, you can see. Without coming, I think they might be on the other side actually. We'll be able to see them shortly. You can actually see the actual coil where it ends and how it actually spins round. Right, so we're going to stop at Tees Yard West now, which is just down at the end of these sidings. Whilst we are setting up, I'm just going to double check the route, which I don't think is set. Well, it's not. It's set now, from what I can see. I'm not overly sure or not if I'm right against saying this, but I would have thought that the yard would have been a lot more overgrown as well. Maybe that's not the case. I just feel like it probably could have had a lot more foliage placed about, dotted. Stop down here. So we're going to go back down to Tees Yard again, so we're going to double check our route, which I think is actually automatically set it this time. Yep. As the 37's off on their working again. And if you go up the ladders as well, you can get a good vantage point of the yard. I wonder if you could do that. A lot of exploring shall be done on this route to see what we can and what we can find and what's not. Especially to look for the little the collectibles as always. So you can see there where the coils end. Texture. And there actually are proper like 3D, not just like a black line as a texture, which for DTG you would expect, but they've actually put some effort and thought and detail into these loads. Right, we're going to stop at Tees Yard, which is just at the end of here. A little bit carried away with myself there. Soon takes off like a little rocket. I still need to have a look and try and play about with my graphics on this game because I'm not overly satisfied with the FPS and performance I'm getting. Maybe that's right for the game, I'm not too sure. I don't play the game a lot. I would like to try and get into it more with these newer routes. Try and bring a bit more in the video side. If anyone has any little tips and bits for the graphical side of setting up this game to get the best out of it, please do pop your thoughts in the comments below. I always feel with DTG games that you don't get a lot in the graphical side of things for setting up. There's just a few settings. I feel like they could give you a bit more in the options, really. I mean, look at some of the games that are out today, especially with this being an Unreal Engine. I think there'd be a lot more in the setup side. Rightio, so we're just going to put that into reverse. Double check the route, which is set correctly. And we're going to stop at this marker here, which is the stabling point for the 08. It's just shy of this red signal. And that is that. So there's my score being added up there into my little level. My level 3 at the minute for T's value line, level 1, nearly level 2 for the class 08 now. So I'm getting some scoring now. As you can see, I'm on a level 11. I don't really play much of the game. Hopefully we'll try and get that up there at some point down the line. I'm just going to click continue while it puts the score in. And as you can see, the next service actually isn't scheduled to start until 15:30, so that's nearly another 2.5 hours from this time. So you wouldn't actually sit around. I mean, you could actually have a little wander around and that's what. Let's have a little quick look. I want to look at this tower before we head off. I'd love to be able to get up there. I don't think you're going to be able to because there's actually no, there's not. You can't. I mean, if you can get up there and get up into the top and climb up, that'd be brilliant. So that is virtually as far as we're going to go with the driving on this one. There will be more videos, obviously, from myself at some point down the line within the route. What I'm going to do now is just take you to the menu. Go to the main menu and just show you what you get in terms of the 08 side of scenarios and services while we're focusing on the 08. So first of all, you get your tutorial for the class 08, which is down here. I'm going to go back and back again. Go to the scenario side of things. We have a 60-minute scenario there, which is still worth shunting, and 3 becomes 2, which is a half-hour run. That is shunting a failed DMU set by the looks of it. If we go back to the main menu, wrong one, too far back there, into the services with the class 08. I'm just going to click continue and continue and continue. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workings there for the 08 over the course of the services in the day. All different workings there. I mean, this is one we've just done now, which is the Marshal of the Empty Steel Train. I did that one for my first look, just a little play about in the yard, which was just basically stable in the 08. It was just a quick end-to-end run. There's a few different ones here and there, but they're all based in the T's yard. Apart from that one, it's Thornaby Depot to T's yard, so the other way around there. But yeah, you get a nice little selection there. Hopefully in time to come we might get some more shunting scenarios from different yards, maybe, I don't know, different types of workings when we get more wagons into the game. Hopefully that can be implemented, but yeah, for now that is as far as we're going to take this. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Please do follow us at Twitch at twitch.tv/TrainSimTV_Tom, and you can also find Mark on there at twitch.tv/TrainSimTV_Mark. Please do drop us a follow, come and have a look. We stream on the Tom side of the channel, which is myself, on a Wednesday and a Friday night. Wednesday night is 19:30 British time, and again on the Fridays I'm gone. Yeah, 1930. Sorry, on the Wednesday, 1900 on the Friday, um, with the additional extra streams possibly here and there in between when we can fit them on. Um, please do take a look at our other videos on YouTube. Drop us a subscribe on there as well. Don't forget, there's a couple of other Trains and World videos to follow on there with this route. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers for joining us, and we'll see you again on the next video. Take care. Thank you.